with something so popular. Her cut and plant succulent tiles. We're going to do these at a great price of just 3 easy payments of $7.99 with free shipping and handling. And Carolyn's joining me now. Carolyn.
Hey, Sandra.
What are we seeing right here?
Okay, so guys, it is last chance for plants here at the Q at this time of the year. So you can only get your plants for another couple of weeks on QVC.com. And so I wanted to pop in with something that is perfect for now because we've all been planting, we've all been seeing where I need to fill in the gaps. So this is my cut and plant succulent tile. It's a 10 by 10 inch tile that gives you a cocoa fiber mat, which is like the richest root base for your plants. It's the best one on the market. And you can cut it into, I suggest, like brownies, into 9 squares. Oh. And each of those will then become a 10 by 10 tile on their own.
So this is like getting a minimum of 9 plants for 3
You'll get like
of
90 inches of succulents.
Wow.
So, and in each of these mats is 12 different succulent plants and some ice plants.
So
you're going to get multicolors of succulents from rich burgundies to lime green, and then you'll get these beautiful multicolored flowers as well. So let me show you a couple things. Yeah. So this tile right here, I just grabbed off my driveway because on my way out the door today, because I ordered a bunch of these, and this just came, and this is what comes out of the box, you guys. It's not teeny little 1 or 2 leaves. You're getting a big mat, and you can see there's like a nice cocoa fiber mat under here that all of that is attached to, and you get a nice pair of garden shears or a nice sharp scissors, and you cut this into squares. And I've cut one over here just to save time already for you out of this mat.
Wait, I'm so sorry to interrupt you, but I can't get over this.
These are real flowers on here.
This is the ice plant blooming.
So once it starts growing, you're going to see flowers popping out, different colors, but you'll cut it into 9 of these like a big fat brownie, and then each of these will turn into a full 10 by 10 tile.
Wow.
And they love the sun, but they're like the most no maintenance thing in your garden. In fact, if you forget to plant them like I did one year and it got kicked under my deck for a whole winter, and then I found it the following spring, it was still alive.
Okay, so you know what's funny?
It needs no help.
Years ago, Philip Watson, our dear friend Philip Watson, and he's retired, but he, well, from on air, he brought me one years ago of his version, and this is, the same growers, and I didn't plant it until the next year. It was still fine. And then what I did is I just put it in like a very low planter, and it was a pretty centerpiece.
Well, and I don't have a digger, so I'm just using these scissors, but you don't need to dig a big hole. Just kind of wedge it into the soil. So we put it in a pot here, but honestly, you guys, if you have something that's really shallow, like a bird bath, or those deck railing planters that are only like 2 or 3 inches deep, this is fine. It doesn't need a deep root base, and you can put it in an old shoe, in a broken pot. You can put it in between your stepping stones. You can put it in a rock wall. You can do it vertically or horizontally.
It could grow even vertically, right?
Yeah, and it's so beautiful once it kicks in. So it's going to come all green like this, and then pretty soon, like it'll start like this, and then pretty soon you're going to see different colors emerging, flowers, and by then you will have planted it. And all the little pieces that fall off, like we've got a little edge right here that fell off. Any of these little bits and pieces, plant those. They will grow.
Yeah, even if it's just one tiny little piece, stick it in the ground.
Stick it in the ground or stick it in a pot, and it grows and it comes back every year. And these are evergreen, meaning they stay these colors all winter long, and they can exist up to minus 15 degrees. Every zone in the country, pretty much 5 to 10. They're very winter hardy in a pot or in the ground, and they add so much interest to your garden. So people use these instead of mulch, Sandra, as you know.
Absolutely.
They block out the weeds if you've got a weed problem.
This is kind of how I've done mine. My container is a little bit more shallow, but I just dropped a bit, not all the mat, because I saw some, I just dropped some of the mat into a planter, and every year it still looks pretty on my deck.
It comes back. Yeah. And I shouldn't even say comes back, because it never goes away. It'll be those colors under the snow and ice.
So
and then in the spring, it just continues to grow, and in the summer, you get those beautiful ice plant flowers. It can go really anywhere, dry area, wet area. It's not picky. It just fills in all the blanks and all the little spots and makes your garden look so interesting. And you know, like along that walkway in that picture, sometimes when it's near hardscaping, it gets really hot and dry in that soil, and even your grass won't grow. If it's along the driveway or something, put these in there. They're perfectly happy there.
Do you know, I have a friend, Mark, who is a true master gardener. Like, I mean, he's won awards and he's incredible. And he had these beautiful gardens. And he once told me, Sandra, ground cover. He's like, I could never have all of this acreage landscaped without ground cover.
Right.
And I've always thought about that. Like, ground cover, you could buy less mulch if you're going to put this in the ground. Mine's in a planter, but you save on mulch. It chokes out the weeds
and resists erosion of your
right,
soil.
That's right.
So if you've got areas where you're constantly putting in soil every summer because the grass washes away and you've got bare spots, this will prevent that from happening because it hangs onto the soil. So this is great. Shade or sun. It likes the shade or the sun a little bit better, but it's fine in the shade. If you've got areas where it's even hard to grow grass, you know, or hang on to that soil and you're always replacing soil and mulch, this is your solution.
It does make just a really pretty planter on its own, though, especially if you just want to do like something in like a shallow planter. It looks really, really beautiful, really modern. You can do so much with it. I love the ice plant.
Yeah, me too.
So
and we sprinkled those in because, again, in addition to the ice plant, which gives you the flowers, you've got 12 different varieties of succulents. If you just look at this picture, there are all these different textures, colors, from
Ginger's got a
to lime
question.
greens.
I would use these just like I use hens and chicks. If you love the hens and chicks, you're going to use these the same way.
Pretty much everybody loves the ice plants, including me. And and some people were saying that they're looking forward to your and Mike show tomorrow.
Oh, that's my live stream where my husband always butts in.
Yeah,
nice.
So I just thought I'd say hello.
Ginger, actually,
thank you.
Ginger, I know, is working on a giant gardening project right now, and
I
you are
use these
focused on
everywhere.
ground cover.
Yeah,
How are you using yours?
I'm putting it absolutely everywhere. It spreads around, it looks gorgeous all year round, and then you put your other plants around it.
Yeah.
So it's just, you cannot go wrong with it.
Ginger and I were just at a local nursery and we were buying stuff, and she was kind of walking past the succulents, and I'm like, wait a minute, Ginger, get those tiles.
you have to have those.
And she's like, oh my gosh, I didn't even see them. But you know, we were talking about all the places we could put them.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
You can't go wrong. You can put them in planters, you can put them on the ground.
They're
you can
awesome.
Put them anywhere and everywhere.
Well, thank you so much. Carolyn, will you stick around and get on our live stream for anyone who has any questions?
Absolutely, you guys.
Okay,
I'll
great.
be
So
on
if you
there.
have questions about this right now, let's talk about your warranty.
Okay, so Roberta's fulfills my plant orders. We're all on the same team. So you get the same warranty. It's 3 months for an annual, a whole year for a perennial. If you have any issues within that time frame, give us a call. We'll replace your plant free of charge. And if it's too late in the season, we'll do it next year.
Okay, and just so you know, thanks so
everyone.
much. Carolyn is not going anywhere. We're trying something new. Go to our QVC.com live stream watch party, and Carolyn is jumping on there right now to answer any questions you have about the cut and plant succulent tile. I love this idea. I think maybe we should do it every